Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for April 25th through May 1st. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You might stumble upon this video after the time frame I mentioned. That's just fine. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind, it is a general reading for the collective. Not every single message is going to resonate. Take what does and leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, we're going to connect here and see what messages are coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like we need one more good shuffle here. Let's do it. All right, move you just a little bit closer. First card coming up here for the Pisces collective is the Ace of Cups. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. Ace of Cups makes me very happy when it comes up for people in readings, because it has an extra special meaning for me, which some of you have heard me say, and I'll get into it here in just a moment. But before I do that, traditionally speaking, Ace of Cups is already a positive card, right? Ace of Cups traditionally is going to be emotional fulfillment. It's going to be just having a very happy, full heart. It can be a sense of like a new home. It can be soulmate love. It can be very fulfilling, rewarding work, creativity, just the heart overflowing with joy and happiness and satisfaction. The reason why I'm always excited to see this card come up for people is over the years, Spirit has shown me, or my guides have helped me to understand, this is a card that they bring up in the readings when the people I'm reading for are going through a really significant and positive karmic shift. We all have karmic cycles we go through in our life where we have the same thing happen to us again and again. No matter how many times we quit our job and find a new job, we work for the same shady, unappreciative, terrible employer, or have the same kind of shady coworkers. No matter how many times we end toxic friendships, we end up with the same gossipers or backstabbers. No matter how many times we leave toxic romantic relationships, we end up dating the same exact person in the next relationship. And so we have these karmic cycles we go through. When I see the Ace of Cups, you have woken up. You're turning over this karmic leaf and you're like, you know what, universe? Enough is enough. Life is too short to be unhappy. Life is too short to be dealing with this nonsense. I see what the common denominator is here. I see what the common factors are here. So now I know what the red flags are. Now I know what to look out for. And the next time this is coming my way, I'm going to spot it from a mile away, and I'm going in the other direction, because I refuse to hold any space in my life for these types of people, places, or things. I don't have time for it. I want to be happy. The universe is like, awesome, wonderful. Pisces is awake now. Pisces no longer needs these painful experiences to learn and to grow. Now that Pisces is awake, Pisces is ready to learn through joy, laughter, support, success, love, passion, creativity, inspiration, all of these positive ways. So for me in my readings, when I see the Ace of Cups, you're coming into a time where you're going to learn and you're going to grow, but it's going to be fun, right? Just like in school, there's some teachers all the kids are dreading, like, oh God, please don't let me be in that teacher's class this year. And then there's other teachers that all the kids are like, oh, please, 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 I hope I get to be in that class. And then the kids are like, oh my gosh, you got to be in that teacher's class. You're so lucky. I wanted to be in that class. It's the same thing. It's the same grade. It's the same subjects, the same topics. One teacher makes it fun and one teacher makes it excruciating. Well, Pisces, you're going to be in the fun class. The way that you're learning your lessons is changing and shifting, and you're coming into a time of positive experiences. Okay? that dove is really jumping out at me too. uh, and it's making me think of the dove that was in my children's Bible growing up, when Jesus was being baptized, and there was like this angel dove, the spirit dove coming down over his head. And so some of you may be having some really significant like soul origin memories. You may be remembering the origin of your soul. You may be remembering your past lives, because in my children's Bible, I remember that story was saying that when Jesus got baptized, he remembered his life in heaven. Like he remembered, I was taught that he was the Son of God. So he remembered he was the Son of God. He remembered why he was born. He remembered what he came here to do. And so, Pisces, you may be having a really significant awakening, some of you, where you're becoming very clear about what you feel led to do, what you feel guided to do. You may be remembering previous lifetimes for some of you, but there may be this really powerful spiritual awakening that some of you may be stepping into. That's some heavy stuff. The next message that's coming up here for you all for the week ahead is the Devil. This also came up for Virgo. So I'm curious if any of you are dealing with a Virgo, or if you are if you've got like a Virgo placement. Now, traditionally speaking, this could be Capricorn energy. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. If you have a Capricorn placement, there can be big changes or big shifts happening for you in those areas of your life, okay? There could be big positive changes happening in those houses for those of you who have Capricorn placements. Now, the Devil card can also be the negative ego, right? And that doesn't surprise me. You're at this whole new beginning of happy change, and the negative ego hates change, hates it, even when the change is positive. So the closer you are to a massive shift, the louder the negative ego becomes and starts trying to stop you. Because this is the thing. The negative ego cannot keep the universe from blessing you. The negative ego cannot keep the universe or God from giving you or handing you your blessing. But the negative ego can discourage you so very much that you decide not to show up, that you don't show up, that you don't reach out to receive the blessing. Negative ego has no control over God or universe, but it can try to influence you. So try to be mindful of your thoughts this week, Pisces. If you're feeling discouraged, if you're feeling worthless, if you're feeling like things are hopeless, you get a really positive idea and you're really inspired and really enthusiastic and really excited, and then within minutes you're like, oh, that's stupid. That's never gonna work. Who am I kidding? Try to be mindful of that. Try to catch it and remind yourself, whoa, this is the negative ego. I must be really close to positive changes, big changes and big shifts. That negative ego is coming down on me so hard. Then you can try to reason through it. You can try to logic through it with prayer, with affirmations, with meditation, things to lift your spirit. Maybe you want to sage or smudge yourself, or sage and smudge your environment, your home or your apartment or wherever it is that you are. Maybe you want to take a sea salt bath. It might be a good time to do that. I know I'm not a Pisces, but I am a water sign. And I know I've been taking a lot of sea salt baths lately because the energy has been intense. So this may be a good time to keep up with your spiritual hygiene, right? The same way that you are dealing with your daily physical hygiene and keeping your home or your space nice and clean and tidy, you may want to do the same energetically. This might be a good time to kind of, do clearing more than usual, do saging or smudging or essential oil diffuser or sea salt baths or prayer or meditation a little bit more frequently, because the negative energies might be intense for some of you. Some of you may be feeling these negative energies or this negative ego more strongly than usual. Sometimes also the devil card can be when we're being too hard on ourselves in judging the standard of success. right? We may be way too focused on likes and followers and subscribers and comments and social media engagement. We might be way too focused on like dollar amounts and how much money something came in, or how much we're getting paid per hour, or what our job title is at work. And we got to take a moment and we got to remind ourselves that our identity, our worth is not tied to these things. Your identity and your worth is something you were born with. You had that the day that you were born, and it doesn't fluctuate and it doesn't change. It doesn't matter if you're unemployed, it doesn't matter if you're homeless, it doesn't matter if you're a janitor or an astrophysicist, it doesn't matter if you're Joe Schmo or a famous person. It doesn't matter. Your worth does not change, and you are just as worthy as somebody making $1 billion. You're just as worthy as somebody with a super fancy title. Nobody is above you. Nobody is better than you. We're all equal as human beings. We all have the same value. And so some of you maybe are seeing yourself as less than, and this is a reminder for you that you have maybe some unreasonable expectations, or you are valuing things that are an illusion. Okay? Meditate on that and don't allow that to come in and discourage you, because some of you are light workers, some of you are very gifted, and some of you are making a positive impact in this world, and you're not realizing it, you're not seeing it, and these negative energies are trying to discourage you and to keep you from shining your light, and that would be a tragedy. The next card that's coming up for Pisces is the King of Pentacles. So this could be earth sign energy for some of you. If you have earth sign placements, you might be getting more grounded. You might be getting more practical. You might be looking at ways that you can take your inspirations and your gifts and your abilities and your talents and put them to use and apply them in a practical way, in a way that's going to bring you about more success. Some of you are getting too focused on the financial, where you're emphasizing it too much. But with the King of Pentacles, you may be coming into a balance in your view of the financial and in your view of the physical. Because we can't say money doesn't matter at all in this world that we're living in currently. We can't just dismiss it and say it's not important at all, right? I love to do tarot readings. I love tarot readings. But I can't go to my landlord on the first of the month and say, "Hey landlord, I don't have money to pay you rent, but I'll do, free tarot readings for you all week or all month." My landlord would tell me to get the hell out of here. Pack up and get out. Pay your rent or leave, right? Eviction notice taped to the door. We don't live in a barter society. So to a certain extent, money does matter. We do need it. And so Pisces, some of you are coming into that balance. You're coming into that balance and you're learning, like maybe some of you are in the extreme right now where you're judging yourself and you're putting way too much importance on it, and you're saying, what is happening with my life, and I don't have anything saved for retirement, and you might be freaking out and saying you're a nobody, to coming into the King of Pentacles and saying, wait a minute, I am a somebody. I'm a child of God. I'm a child of the universe. Unconditional love is my birthright. The nature of nature is abundance. I have skills, I have talents, I have things that are currently available to me in this moment that I can invest to generate an income. And I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be all right, more than all right. The King of Pentacles is the Midas touch. The King of Pentacles comes up when the works of your hands are blessed. So this is a good time to take up projects. This is a good time to take up investments because they're going to flourish. And the King of Pentacles can sometimes come up for me in my readings when there's a really big opportunity coming your way, and you might be hesitant to accept it, whether it's a job opportunity, a collaboration, a chance to move, a chance to, maybe it's a relationship, but it's something that seems really great and you're like, wow, that sounds wonderful. That sounds amazing. I sure would love that. But this person or company or people or whatever, I must have left a way better impression on them than I actually am. They think I'm better than I am. This imposter syndrome kicks in, and we're like, if they were around me enough, they're going to be like, oh gosh, I made a mistake offering this to Pisces, and they're going to want to get rid of me. They're not going to want me around anymore. That is the negative ego. That is the imposter syndrome. Okay, you're being offered this opportunity is available to you because you're ready for it and because you deserve it. If you didn't deserve it and if you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. It's here now because you're ready for it. Some of you need to aim higher. Okay, and I'm saying this with love, Pisces. Some of you need to aim higher. Maybe some of you are looking for work and you're playing it way too safe. And you're applying to jobs that you deep down inside know you're overqualified for. Or you're dating people, I don't want to say who are beneath you because we're all equal, right? Nobody has more value than the other. But you may be dating people who you think that they're going to treat you better or they're going to appreciate you more because you think maybe they're not that attractive. So you're like, well, maybe they're going to treat me better. Or you might think that, oh, well, I'm all, cute and young. I'm going to date this way older person. And this way older person will be super happy to be with somebody so much younger and they'll treat me really well. We might have some like subconscious thought processes like this, but guess what? It doesn't work out that way. It doesn't work out that way. Because what ends up happening is if we're not coming into a situation aware of our value and aware of our worth, that situation or that person isn't gonna treat us that that way of our value or our worth. So some of you need to aim higher. You need to aim higher. Okay, maybe some of you, if you're self-employed, maybe you're giving away too much product. Maybe you're doing too much free work. Maybe you're doing too much barter. Or maybe you're taking on opportunities or things that are not really practical or they're not really efficient. They're not really giving you enough. Okay? And so some of you need to aim higher. You need to submit yourself to higher tier or higher level stuff with this King of Pentacles here. Okay? If you weren't ready for it, it wouldn't be here now. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, Pisces. So we have the masculine and the feminine. This could be a soulmate relationship for some of you, and something that is very grounded and something that is very practical. Okay, this could be someone with whom you're doing business. This could be balancing the masculine and the feminine within yourself. Sometimes people struggle with that. They think, oh, well, I'm too feminine or I'm too masculine or I'm the opposite of what I'm quote unquote supposed to be. But we all have masculine and feminine energy. So there can be a balancing of masculine and feminine energy for some of you within yourself. It could be calling somebody into your life that you feel is your masculine or feminine counterpart. This could be business or collaboration for some of you. Now, the Queen of Pentacles can also sometimes come up for me in my readings when you're being given reassurance. that you're going to have an upgrade in your living environment. You're going to acquire or purchase land or property. You're going to have a nice and comfortable home. The Queen of Pentacles works hard, but she also kind of has a taste for the finer things. And she likes to have beautiful things, and she likes good food, good music, good company, physical intimacy. She likes to be in that physical, like enjoying the physical world. And so a lot of the times the Queen of Pentacles comes up for me in a reading when Spirit is saying physical self-care is crucial for you right now in your healing and in your manifesting. Making sure you're getting good quality sleep. And if that means taking naps during the day to catch up, then so be it. Making sure that you're eating good quality food with nutrients and vitamins and minerals so that our brain can function and we can have good energy levels. It can be also like creating a sense of comfort and beauty in your home environment, getting rid of any clutter, treating yourself in your home the way that you would a guest, right? If you had a guest come over, you're not going to microwave a hot dog and wrap it in a napkin and give it to them and say, oh, eat this over the trash can, try not to drip anywhere, and then if you're tired, just go ahead and crash on the couch. You're not going to do that for a guest. You're going to plate the food. You're going to make it look nice. You're going to maybe put on some music or something good to watch. You're going to make sure that the place looks nice and is welcoming and inviting. And so like treat yourself the way you would a guest in your home. And this helps you to see how much you have around you, how abundant your life already is, that you are worthy of receiving, and this attracts you to receive more. You attract more in your life. So physical self-care is crucial for you right now. Be sure to check out your moon sign and rising sign. Some weeks this might resonate more for you than your sun sign, or they may add a little extra information. These earth cards to me tell me, Pisces, that some of you have not had stability and some of you have not been grounded for a really long time. Maybe you've been overly focused on the spiritual journey to the extent that you forgot that you're a spiritual being here to have a physical experience. And so some of you may be turning your attention to the physical and getting more practical and getting more grounded. Okay? But good things coming. Check out the love readings for April if you haven't already. They're linked in the description. Love readings for May are up. They are in the video tab. Don't forget, every single day I've been posting a daily message. Check those out as well. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, link is in the description. It will take you to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, my dears. Take care and be well.